In the heart of Ekiti State lies a place that for too long was a shadow of itself, a place for the forgotten, the mentally challenged and destitute. The Relief and Rehabilitation Center was once described as nothing to write home about, a place where hope was scarce and basic dignity was a luxury its occupants could not afford. But today, that story is being rewritten through a remarkable act of leadership and compassion. This center is undergoing a transformation that speaks volumes about the character of its leadership. This is a story of intentional inclusion where political value took a backseat to the value of human life. The man at the center of this transformation is Gov.Biodun Oyebanji. Since assuming office, he has prioritized the welfare of those society often overlooks. Individuals with mental health challenges, drug addiction and other disabilities. They are people who have no vote to deliver, no political influence to wield, yet the governor has deemed them worthy of his attention and resources. To understand the magnitude of this transformation, we spoke with Mr. Toye Ojo, the Director of Disability Affairs for Ekiti State. He has witnessed firsthand the journey from neglect to renewal.
The Relief and Rehabilitation Center was a shadow of itself, and it can actually be best described as a poultry shed before the inception of this administration. But today, we want to thank God for the life of Mr. Governor, who has actually deemed it fit to bring inclusion into bear in respect to Relief and Rehabilitation Center. Before the inception of this administration, we discovered that this rehabilitation center is nothing to write home about. In fact, it was backward completely. But Mr. Governor, in his bid to make sure that he carried everybody's along in accordance with the master of this administration that talks about shared prosperity, and in an attempt not to leave anybody behind, Mr. Governor deemed it fit to make sure that whatever the proceeds that come out of his birthday, he share with 3 special schools, including the disability affairs. And by the special grace of God, for the past 3 years, we have enjoyed that benevolence from Mr. Governor. If you look at it critically, the facility, if you look at the materials put in place here, you discover that these materials we acquired through Mr. Governor's birthday's donor, through the funds we generated through birthday's governor. During 2023, the governor's birthday, the amount we generated was what we used to buy deep freezer, to buy staff, and some of the equipment we are currently using. During 2024 birthday, we were able to realize certain funds, which we also used to acquire solar, acquire the TV, and put in place some other items, and particularly the iron belt. Before now, the occupants are without any bed. Most of them were sleeping on the floor. But we thank God for the life of Mr. Governor. It was through donation that the amount we realized from the birthday donation was what we used to purchase 30 iron belt for the inmates, and currently the occupants are using those iron belt. So coming to last year birthday donation, which is 2025, the amount we realized from that birthday donation was what we used to renovate this facility. If you can see, you will see that the facility has been given a new face. It's as a result of what we are able to generate from Mr. Governor's birthday. And wants to appreciate Mr. Governor for doing wonderfully well.
What makes this story extraordinary is the source of the funding. Governor Oyebanji has not used state treasury funds for these renovations. Instead, he has chosen to channel the donations from his birthday celebrations. gifts from friends, and well wishes towards the rehabilitation of this center. The transformation has been comprehensive, from the male occupants' quarters to the visitors' hall. Every corner of the facility has been touched by this renewal.
Since 2023, we started with the changing of the asbestos and the painting of the room. This is where the male occupants used to say. So Mr. Governor is doing very well. See the new mattress, the bed sheet, the bunk, and the painting of the center of this room. So we thank Mr. Governor for this wonderful work.
The daily care and management of the center falls under the watchful eye of the residential officer. He has been on the ground through the difficult times and now through this season of renewal.
This is where they are living. We take care of them through the government fund, which they provide for us every month to care and to support the occupant in Ekiti State Relief and Rehabilitation Center. We must have the knowledge of psychopharmacology and psychotherapy before we can embark on any treatment. So by so doing, if you have that report, we'll be able to know the kind of drugs that we will administer to concerning individual. This place was shadow of itself before, but thank God for the intervention of Mr. Governor for making this environment now conducive for the occupant and the member of the staff. So we really appreciate Mr. Governor.
But beyond the monthly government allocations, the renovation and transformation of the living spaces have been a direct result of the governor's personal intervention. The center also features a visitors' hall, a place where families, well-wishers, and religious groups can come to celebrate and worship with the occupants.
Now let's go to the hall. The hall is where we receive our visitor. That's reception place for anybody that want to come to Relief and Rehabilitation Center. People that want to celebrate with them, people that want to worship with them. That's where we received. The hall was nothing to write home about, but thank God now that the place is now in perfect condition.
Báwo ni gbogbo ẹ o? Kí lẹ jẹ láàárọ̀ yìí? Indomie. Ìdí tá a fi pè yín síbí yìí ni pé a fẹ́ advice yín pé ẹ máa lo oògùn yín déédéé. Ẹ get mi, oògùn yín yẹn gan ló wà important. Pé tẹ́ bá ń lo oògùn yín déédéé, ara yín á lè yá dáadáa. Ọkàn yín á lè balẹ̀, ẹ lè ṣe bíi tàwọn others náà bó ṣe ń ṣe. Ìṣe pé kéèyàn máa gbẹ̀, ìyẹn ò dáa. Àbí ó dáa kéèyàn máa wẹ̀. Kò dáa, ẹ kéèyàn máa tún rẹ̀ ṣe. Ẹ kéèyàn máa tún rẹ̀ ṣe. Sódà gbogbo ìgbà ẹ fọnu, ẹ wẹ̀. Environment yín àráǹdì ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kó máa mọ́ tónítóní. That is why ta fi ń try láti supervise yín pé kẹ́ ẹ fọṣọ yín lóòrèkóòrè, kẹ́ ẹ ṣe àwọn nǹkan, kẹ́ ẹ gé oko, kẹ́ ẹ ṣe oríṣiríṣi ní ara, so that ẹ nílé ní àìsàn tí ò dáa rárá. So àìdí nìyẹn, mo kó kálukú ló mọ oògùn tó ń lò àti ìgbà tó ń lò ó sí, ẹ jẹ́ kó máa regular bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó wá dẹ̀ ní ẹni tìǹtà in face tó jẹ́ pé ẹ̀ ń wò pé bá ìṣòro tẹ́ ń dojú kọ, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́. Ìdí nìyẹn tá a fi wà ní ibi báyìí. A kàn dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba wa, ìjọba Oyebanji, because formerly rehabilitation center níbí Lado Ekiti, but ibi òrìṣẹ́ rí tẹ́lẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn rúùfù wa ni ò dáa, tó jẹ́ pé ojú àmà kàn lé wa lórí. Even ní TV, ṣé ẹ wo TV tẹ́lẹ̀, but TV yẹn báyìí la ní kẹ́ máa wò, so that a lè jẹ́ kẹ́ máa rántí àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ti gbàgbé. A lè jẹ́ kí iye yín kó ṣe kíni, kó túbọ̀ ṣí dáadáa. A lè kẹ́ lè mọ̀ pé ìrírí náà wà, so that nǹkan ìdí nìyẹn táwọn ọ̀gá wa tí Oyebanji fi ní ká ṣe TV fún yín kẹ́ máa wò lóòrèkóòrè pé a lè máa fi yín lọ́kàn balẹ̀ pé ara wa náà lẹ́yìn náà.
Beyond the monthly government allocations, the renovations and transformation of the living spaces have been a direct result of the governor's personal intervention. The ultimate goal of the center is not just care, but reintegration.
Please, my people, don't lose hope. You have seen some people that pass through this institution and they are doing fine now. They are on their own. We have some people that they are under skill acquisition center that they are learning at this present moment now. Once they certify that you are fit, that you are okay, you go to your house.
The government has established skill acquisition centers who are medically certified as stable, can learn trades and become self-reliant.
So people that are fit among the occupants, we have skill acquisition center at Logun, where government extend this gratitude to help the occupants. We have shoemaking, we have hairdressing, we have tailoring, catering, and ICT center. After they are learning from the skill acquisition center, before they integrate them back to society, government empower them. Before that, they will go on IT like 6 months before government now empower them so that they can be useful for themselves. We have a lot of them that are doing fine now from this center. They're on their own now. They pass through this institution. They have been medically certified and they are doing fine now.
The center serves a diverse population, individuals recovering from drug and alcohol addiction, people with mental health disorders, dementia, epilepsy, autism, and eating disorders. Admission is carefully managed to ensure that only those who can benefit from the center's services are admitted. And crucially, all services provided at the center are completely free.
Through referral and admission. So once we have the report of the health practitioner, so we can be able to admit people here. We must see that the person is stable. If it is not stable, we need to refer the person to appropriate quarters, like maybe to psychiatry doctor or to therapy center.
Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of this story is what Governor Oyebanji's actions reveal about his character. Governor Oyebanji is not doing this because he is being political about this at all. He is very intentional and deliberate when it comes to inclusion. For him to have done this to those who have no single votes to deliver during the election, indeed, it is quite unique.
It's not being political about this at all. All we could see is that Mr. Governor is very intentional and deliberate when it comes to the issue of inclusion. For him to have done this to those who has no single vote to deliver during election, in fact, indeed, it is quite unique. Mr. Governor has been so wonderful when it comes to the issue of persons with disability in Ekiti State, and you will see that this facility accommodate mentally challenged individuals, and Mr. Governor did not shy away from identify with them. In fact, each time Mr. Governor celebrates his birthday, Mr. Governor comes down to celebrate the birthday with them. He gave them food items and some other relief materials just to provide them succor. So for this singular act, we want to appreciate Mr. Governor for doing this.
The center also benefits from the work of Princess Adeto Abola, who has been described as the mother of inclusion in Ekiti State, for her tireless efforts in handling matters of disability affairs.
Likewise, we also want to appreciate our dear mother, someone that we call Mother of Inclusion in Ekiti State, in person of Princess Agbola Adetun, who has been doing wonderfully well in handling the matter of inclusion in Ekiti State, and Mr. Governor as well. So we want to appreciate them. Also, we appreciate the co-workers that are working here to make sure that they give the occupants the best treatment so far.
The Ekiti State Relief and Rehabilitation Center is more than just a building. It is a testament to a governance model that sees value where others see none. It stands as a symbol of hope, proving that true leadership is measured not by the votes it seeks, but by the lives it chooses to uplift. Through birthday donations transformed into bunk beds, new roofs, and renewed hope, Gov.Biodun Oyebanji has shown that compassion knows no political calculation. In a world that often overlooks the vulnerable, this center stands as a beacon, a reminder that every life matters and every person deserves dignity. This is the story of Ekiti State's Relief and Rehabilitation Center, a story of renewal, compassion, and shared prosperity that defines the administration of Gov.Biodun Oyebanji.